Can you see? See me? Can you see me? Hey everybody, can you see me? I just want to get the hang of this. So still try to Hey Kristen. Hey Nova. Hey everybody. Hey April. Hello my sweetheart. I haven't seen you in so long. Hey my sweetheart, handsome Ricky. Hey Jennifer. I'm practicing you all, so you know I'm still working on getting this together. Hey Ray. Hello Ray. I'm going to be a guest on Ray's show soon. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I hope I can see everybody tonight. So if I don't say hello, if I don't call your name, it's because I don't see you. You know I'm not that way. So if you want to say something to me, type if I'm not seeing you. It's not because I don't want to see you. Hey Monica. I know. Hi Nairi Carter. Hey Gloria. You know what? I know a lot of you don't know this, but I do readings. I do spiritual readings. I do tarot readings. This is what I do. I know, Ray, I can't wait either. When you get the flyer ready, let me know so that you can come on the show too. Hey Mama, I love you, Doris. So we can let everybody know I'm going to be on your show. And even if you want to come on my show and introduce. Hey Travis. Hey Reg. I do tarot readings and I do spiritual readings. I don't need a card. I am a medical intuitive as well. What that means is I can look at someone's picture. I can hear their voice on the telephone, or I can just see them in the video, and I can intuitively sense what's going on someplace in their body. Hey Cedric. Hello Cedric. Amun Rahaf. It's such a pleasure to see you, beautiful king. Hello Damon. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I'm learning how to do this. You know what? At first I said I was never going to do this. Hey, Robert. Okay, good, Ray. And then we're going to promote it when I do the next show. And then you tag me and put it on all of my pages and let everybody know. Oh, thank you, Mecca. I thought I will pick a celebrity every week. Hey, Lita. Hello, beautiful Lita. And do us a mini reading. And hey Jennifer, oh thank you girl. I'm working on trying to be as beautiful as you all. So but thank you. I'm trying and getting back well, and oh, God, it's so fucking frustrating because I was so swollen because my whole body was infected. I had a really bad case of cellulitis, and if you all have never had that, hey John, hello beautiful handsome John Apple McDougall. It went all over my whole body. That's a really severe skin infection that can actually kill you. It's like from a form of staph. My body was so swollen over the past few years. I could barely even walk or move my legs because I couldn't move my ankles. And cellulitis is a very painful disease. It makes not only your skin, your legs don't just swell as well as the feet and the toes, but they get so big and they get so tight. Hi Jennifer, that your skin bursts open and it starts to leak fluid, and that's how bad it was. And I'm thank God I'm just now starting to look like a normal person again, because I wasn't sure, because my skin had gotten so, I stretched so much, I wasn't sure if I would be able to come back and talk to you and look normal again. So it's a blessing. Hi Laurie, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Laurie's mom, J Star. Hi goddess. So now that I had lost all the it was torture, because I was housebound. I couldn't leave the house, and I was so sick many times I could barely walk because I was so full of infection. And then I go to the doctor, and I'm like, why are my feet, my toes, my ankles, my legs so big, and why are they rupturing? They get so swollen, they burst, and they're saying, we don't know. Hey, Mama Doris, we don't know what's wrong with you. You're just going to have to keep going through these doctors. Hey, Gwen. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful Queen Gwen Britton Bagley. She's absolutely gorgeous. That's how I want to look. I'm working on getting like her. Hey, beautiful Mama Doris. And so I'm just now getting the swelling down. But guess what? My fucking clothes are too big. So I go from one extreme to... because I was so big. Hey, Terry. I was so swollen. Hey, Jennifer. That I couldn't exercise because I was so swollen with the infection, and it makes your skin very tender, very red, and it tears. It was hell. I literally went through hell. And I know I've read you have mild cases of it, and then there are very severe cases like what I had, and it can actually kill you, especially if the cellulitis moves from the skin into the blood. Then you're going to have to be hospitalized, and that's still not a guarantee you can get well. That's why when you see a lot of people go in the hospital, they lose a toe, a finger, or hand because of the staph gets so severe, especially if it gets into the blood. It's hard to kill. We are dealing with a lot of what is it called? Antibiotic resistant strains. They've like mutated now, and it looks like I almost got one because I've suffered with it so long, and it went from one extreme to the other. But you know what? I actually say to people, and I'm looking forward to doing the workshop for that, is that I found God. I found myself, and then I made a commitment to accept myself, accept my Father, and come back to you and tell you the truth about who I really am, what I'm about, what I really want to do, because I almost died. It was so bad. I talked to my son, and I said, baby, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. And I remember him grabbing me. Hey, Tanya, thank you. And oh God, he's taken me through so much. And I'm sure from the show I told you the other night, you understand why, and I'm starting to understand why, because I didn't know a lot of this was going on. And he grabbed me, and he squeezed me, and he squeezed me so deep that I felt like it was tearing my skin. And he said, Mama, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me in this world alone. I can't live without you, Mama. And I saw tears in his eyes, and I said, but I don't know how to get well. I don't know what to do. And the doctors say they don't know what it is, and I'm tired of being stuck. It's like I felt like them fuckers was vampires. Every time I got them go in the fucking hospital, here they come with that goddamn syringe and needle and digging blood all out my goddamn arm. And I'm like, but you still can't find nothing. What y'all motherfuckers is drinking in the goddamn basement? I'm not getting y'all no more of my damn blood. Especially, I'm tired. I keep going and giving blood, and they keep saying we don't know. So I've had to do a lot of alone time, a lot of prayer. Hey, Pharaoh, a lot of, I know, Goddess Gwen, thank you. But what I think it is, sicknesses are metaphysical. And that, in the past few years since I've been so ill and looking so deformed, where I couldn't be seen in public on many days, I couldn't walk. I could barely even walk up and down my stairs because the infection was so bad it got into my eyeballs. I know, Mama Doris. I was having a lot of vertigo, and I had a lot of floaters. So, because the infection, because your eyes are skin. That's like tissue. The eyeballs are made of tissue. So it moved from the physical skin to all the skin all over my body, and then into the soft spaces. So the eyeballs, the whole upper respiratory. So I could barely sing. I had to struggle to sing. I had to struggle to stand. I had to struggle to walk. But I knew the worst thing to do was to sit still and to whine and get somebody to wait on me. And the only thing that I did get pity, I would whine because I wasn't feeling good. I would get my grandmother to give me some cornbread and collard greens and barbecue chicken. Yes, Mama Doris, girl, he won't take my baby girl from me. I know. As you see, I'm getting better. My face, my neck, everything was like this. The whole neck was big. I'm still having a little places, but overall, yeah, I see it's starting to Like my neck is skinny, like a swan again. I was a skinny neck, so that's a good sign. Okay, and I'm talking to you all. What I realized is sickness is a lot of unresolved hurt, pain, mental, emotional conflict. It says, yeah, Lorraine, that's how I stopped smoking. My daughter said, Mom, I would die if you left me. And smoking is speeding that up. Yeah, I understand if you're saying cigarettes, but I ain't gonna say that because, you know, I loves me a good cigar now. I gotta have a cigar. Because I don't do it every day. I know it's not good to do every day, especially for the voice now that I'm singing. But I love a good cigar. So I just do it like when I'm taking a picture or something, or when I'm going to do like a offering to the ancestors. Decline that. Where my hold on, decline that. Somebody was calling me. This is what I wanted to say. I learned that sickness is first metaphysical. Many times it's demonic attachments and it's entity attachments. That's what sickness is first. If there's an attachment to you from an archon, a entity, a demon, even a displaced or disagreeable ancestor, it will lodge in the aura. If there's unresolved heartbreak and anger and wounded child issues. Hey, the Donovan, do you want to come on camera with me, the Donovan? Just let me know if you want to. I'm gonna go into the reading in a minute and do my brief reading where I did R. Kelly. Child, I'm country, so not R. Kelly, girl, R. Kelly. I decided if you want me to, this is the first reading I'm going to do because I thought it was quite interesting. But if it's a celebrity you want me to look at, or a person, or one night, we'll just have fun and we'll just do random readings on different people that want the readings. Oh, thank you. And I think I got this necklace from I think it wasn't a dollar store, but it was like the cute little store with like the little teenage girl shop, because I can still wear the teenage girl clothes and the little 20-year-old girl clothes like in the junior section. I think I got it for like $5, but it's like all shiny and blinky. So I like the way you look so pretty and all the other girls look so pretty. And I'm like, let me try to look pretty like them. Let me put on me something blinky and show me a little cleavage since I'm not as swollen. But I learned, okay, the Donovan will let me know. I've learned that sickness it registers in the metaphysical parts, the etheric anatomy of the body. If you see someone very sick, and you know what I noticed too, when you see a married couple, oh my God, this is so important. Yes, Mama. Oh, but you look so pretty. I want to be pretty like you and sing like you. So I gotta try. I gotta try to keep up with y'all. Let me tell you all something that I noticed. When you see a couple that's been married a long time and one of them starts getting sick, and as the man starts getting older and people say, oh, that's cute, they're just a grumpy old married couple, and the man dick don't work no more. Okay, that is a sign that the man is under psychic attack because his dick ain't working. His prostate fucked up, it's swole up, he can't calm no more. If you go back and you find out the truth about that relationship, you will find out the man been wanting to leave and he's miserable, and there have been a lot of conflict. Hi, Charlie. You find there have been a lot of conflict in the marriage and the relationship, and he probably couldn't leave because of a money issue, or because the wife won't let him out of the relationship without trying to drain him and take everything he has. I've seen old men where they sick, have high blood pressure, diabetes, and they don't work anymore. They can't run the streets no more, so their wife have them stuck in the back room, or they in a wheelchair, or they can't really function, and then they got a broke up dick. Usually when a man can't fuck no more, you see his head, his whole health go all the way down, and you see he ain't fucking the woman he been with 40, 50, 60 years. He usually got a bitch on the side he been fucking, or it's a bitch he want to get to that he can't fuck no more. And when his dick go out, his prostate go out, or he has some kind of prostate problem or other health problem where he can't perform, then the man legs start going out and shit, knees start knocking, where you see the man damn knees too big for his damn leg. He start wearing them damn old folk too long, yeah, head balding with them too long ass Payless tennis shoes. Well, he can't halfway get up by himself because he fucked up in his ass. Yeah, I seen it. Until I seen this lady. Oh my God, y'all. I knew this lady since I was a little girl. She was friends with my mama, and we used to call her China Doll because she was so pretty. She looked just like a black Chinese girl. She had that flat, round ass pie face. But it was real pretty. How you know how they had that Chinese ass face with them slanted up eyes and beautiful teeth. She just looked like just a China baby with a tan, and she had long hair on top of it. She was with this ugly ass motherfucker. This motherfucker looked like a bulldog by the head, you know, where they have that big piece of meat, them 2 and 3 levels of meat hanging off the back of their head, like roll up like a pack of hot dogs in the back of their goddamn head. He looked at like a chow dog by the head. So since they both kind of had that Chinese ass look and that rounded off ass salsa face, they had some real cute Chinese looking ass children with a tan. But she was like the trophy. So everywhere she go, everybody looking at her because she was so gorgeous. And I was maybe 10 or 11, and we was taking a break. We was standing outside in church. I couldn't believe that damn ugly ass, damn moon pie face ass man with that hair going way back off his goddamn hairline, like past his damn hairline and shit. Way back off his damn head. Gonna sit there and say, she ain't never leaving me. I ain't worried about her ever leaving me. And I said, oh, I'm a little girl, but I'm still saying, well, why? He said, because she know. He said, what did I tell you? What did I tell you if you ever leave me? That you was gonna cut me in my face. And I'm saying, wow, I'm a kid, and I'm just a little girl. One day it's going to be a woman. I miss you too, Talanda. And you're going to say to this grown lady, and do you know, let me tell you something. While I was sick, I was so goddamn sick, you know, I couldn't hardly lift my goddamn feet and leg up. It was about 2 or 3 years ago, but I would still drive up there and hop on one damn leg through Walmart late at night when it wasn't crowded, and I would walk up and down the Walmart aisle to just try to get some kind of circulation. I ran into them. And he saw me and he waved, and I said, well, where is she? You know, I ain't gonna call her name. I said, I want to see her. I miss her because she was so good to me as a little girl. He said, oh, she's sitting outside. She didn't feel like walking in. You know, she had a surgery because she kind of limped because they tried to do a hip surgery and they fucked her up. So she hopped and then they went back in it. Hey, David. And then they messed this shit up even more to the point where she had to wear like a really high top shoe. Like that shoe that Herman Munster wore in that show with that big ass, thick ass damn heel with a regular foot. Cause it's like you wear the big ass heel on one leg because the leg's so short to try to even it out. Hey, David, but then you have the regular size, the regular length leg and hip because the doctor that was going there was messing it up. And her hop was more severe, so she couldn't walk around. So he said, she's in the truck. And I said, I want to say hello to her. I haven't seen her in years. That confirmed what I said because as I experienced it, I saw that if I didn't get it right, that same thing was going to happen to me. And, you know, if I didn't recover. And so when I went to the truck to see her in the Walmart parking lot, my eyes was like, but, you know, I tried to, you know, adjust my shit. You know, I'm hopping too. I'm fucked up on one damn leg too. So I'm trying to hop over there, you know, kind of fast. And I'm saying, hey, and I'm reaching in and I hug her and she smiles to see me. And then within like 2 minutes, this motherfucker go dark on my ass. She's like I wasn't there. She didn't speak to me. It said, I will not. But she said, I will not do that surgery. I didn't say don't do the hip surgery. I just, you know, you got to watch the doctor that you go to. That's what I'm saying. All I will say this shit, I think she went down the damn Grady Hospital and had this shit done. And see, she had it done a long time ago when I was a little girl. They done went in and re-upped, and I guess, I don't know if it was the same motherfucker or she went to one in that area since they were being trained in that area, fucked it all the way. And I'm just, hey, auntie, you know, I'm trying to, but she's miserable. She was so like that Chinese baby doll. Her eyes were dark. You can see the white of her eyes were dark. The light, the love for life, the passion, like knowing she's beautiful, because we all said it. We were just like, oh, you're so pretty. You know, everybody everywhere she go, you're saying that. And I'm looking at her, and you can tell that she was very depressed and she was miserable with this man who had forced her and coerced. I mean, she had like 3 kids by him. She was a young girl, so where's she going to go with these babies back then? You know, and then they grow up and he's still holding on. And I said, wow, this nigga done vampired off of her. Because it's clear, I remember one time she left him and he would, okay, my mother's a preacher. So my mother, you know what? I think I'm just going to have to write a book about this stuff that I saw and heard even as a little girl. Yes, he extinguished her life and he was fucking around on her. So she had to deal with him fucking around. When we was little, he was fucking around on her. And then but he didn't want her to leave and he didn't want her to fuck nobody. One day I was a teenager, she left. She got her job, she got her own place, and her light started coming back. She's like, I just want to leave him. He's suffocating me. When she left, she got with a younger man, and I remember he would, after church service, he was so obsessed with her because she's his trophy. He's a narcissist, so she's not a human being, a beautiful woman that he loves. She's a possession. She's an object to get gratification and value for who he is and what he is, to have this beautiful woman on his arm. But he didn't look at her as a human being with a heart and feelings. And he would tell my mother, can you pray? Can you do some spiritual work to make her come back to me? Because there are plenty of time I have thought about getting my shotgun and going over there blowing her fucking head off with the young nigga that she's fucking, because the thought of her fucking someone else and opening her legs for someone else, I cannot live with this. So if she doesn't come back, yes, because he was so ugly. He looked just like one of them, kind of like, almost like a pickapoo by the head, but it will mix with a chow dog by the head. Them same chow dog ass eyes and that same damn chow dog ass nose. Only thing is, them chow dog teeth were like whiter and more straighter, like sharp on the end, and his teeth were kind of fucked up. So the chow dog kind of had him like by that. Then that chow dog had some pretty hair like laid down. His hair was fucked. And it would have patches out of it. So the chow dog kind of had him like on that. But he was kind of close to that damn look with that pack of meat, that roll of meat on the back of his goddamn head. And we would leave the church service and my mother would say what he had just came in there and said. He was going to kill her. And he started stalking her. She goes back. Then about 2-3 years ago, I see her. And it wasn't that her hair had turned gray. It wasn't long and black and shiny and like bouncy like it was. And she still had the finger waves that she loved. So I knew it was her. It's just like a real old, like drained out version of her. And say, David, hey, are you describing me? I have great teeth. I said that chow dog had pretty teeth. Even I said that chow dog had got him. Like the chow dog looked better than him in certain areas, but he still had that chow dog ass face. You know, but I looked at her fingernails and they were really long and hooked over and brown. They had like brown ridges on them, and I was like, okay, that's a sign of some kind of deficiency or disease in her, and it hurt me. It hurt me so, because I knew that he did it. I knew that he vampired on her, and I could tell she wanted to leave a long time ago, but she didn't have the courage, and because he kept saying, I'm going to kill you. And when she left, I can't take that you left, and he was saying he wasn't going to shoot her, he was going to do a shotgun style to make sure she was fucked up in the head. She wouldn't be here, and then she'd be disfigured. The part that he worshipped and idolized And it's a lot of people that do that. Dara's mama, something about him drew her to him in the beginning. She was a young girl. She's a teenager when he got it, and he was much older, like almost old enough to be her dad. Do you know he still looks about the same? He still look about the same. And that's why I know who vampiring on who. It's him. I was disgusted. I didn't want to see her anymore. I mean, she already wasn't friendly. I guess she didn't want me to see her like that. But yeah, he was toting around an attractive zombie at that point because she was a baby. He got her when she was a baby. And when I saw that, I thought about myself and how I understood by going through an illness that severe, how it happens. And I knew that's how mine happened. But like I told you also, yeah, and she was a great dinner for him. You have to understand, there was tatter on the back of her damn neck. Girl, what the hell is some tatter? Your late night skillet to the... I don't know if a skillet was good enough. Cause you better if you hit a nigga like that, you better make sure his ass don't get back up. Cause he said that's what he's gonna do to her. And she went back and everything was good for a while, and then he fucked around on her again and started like, cause he was a trucker. So he was always out of town. Hey, cat. He could, get away with a lot of things. And I learned in the Hey, Josh. Hello, beautiful Josh. I'm going to have to come back and watch the rest of it. Okay. I love you too. Thank you for watching. Yeah, watch it, share it, spread it. I don't care where you spread it. All y'all can spread it and share it wherever you want. I don't have those hangups about you spreading it, only watching it on my page. You don't have to just watch it on my page. You can share it wherever you want. It's okay with me. I knew that at that point, I realized I had the power of life or death. When a sickness happens to you, truckers are manhood. Yeah, he was a trucker, and he did that until he retired. So he got away with a lot of things that she couldn't always catch. But I think women started to tell her, or women were calling her. And I realized when that happened to me, that's core energetics. That's a glitch in the electromagnetic field that moves around the body. The aura is one thing, but you have electromagnetism in the aura, and the aura is just like, I would say, a meridian system, because in the aura, hey Charles, you have invisible streams that are arteries and veins inside of the aura that move through the aura into the etheric anatomy of the body, which resides around the cell and projects the cell into the third dimensional manifestation to give you the physical self. The physical self is only maintained by the electromagnetism and the nourishment that is within the aura and the arteries and veins that move through the aura that then project into the cell, that projects, creates, and starts the cell, replicates and multiplies, and the cell creates the tissue, and then it becomes the organ, and then it becomes a body system. All of those body systems are maintained by an energetic field, a cosmic energetic field. And if there's hurt, pain, heartache, or you're not sure you want to be alive, you're not sure you want to do what you're doing, you're dealing with a lot of depression and distress and fucked up people in your life that are vampiring off of you and don't want to see you win and don't want to see you have shit, so they keep trying to sabotage it and hold it back. If you take that and internalize it, and you don't know how to get a way out or work to get a way out while you are building the energy field and getting rid of the shit and the shit hooks that people hook into you, they will drain and vampire. And then you'll start to manifest a sickness and disease that people will say, well, that's just part of old age, or that just happens, or, because you're immune. No, but the trigger to the physical immune system problem is an entity or a demonic attachment and a vampire that you're living with, fucking or sucking, or that is sexually sucking you, getting you off, as well as mentally, emotionally, and psychologically sucking and taking the life force from you, and it starts to jam the glands. You need the pineal, the pituitary, the hypothalamus, because those control the male and female hormones. Those control your period, and then the hormones that are the glands that are the ovaries and the prostate. You need all of those to function healthily, because if the glands jam in your body and the hormones become imbalanced in your body, you're going to be fucked up. The most powerful spiritual centers in your body that get electromagnetic energy and that are also connected to the planets and deal with astronomy, astrology, and numerology are the glands in the body and the hormones and chemicals that are secreted by the glands. I had to learn this the hard way from being ill, and it fucked up all of my glands. And then my body started to swell. Even my lymphs were swollen because they're part of the glands and lymphatic system and cleaning the body. Okay? And it was blowed up and shit. Hey, Lita. So I learned this because I was in the valley of the shadow of death. And I remember one day I was so weak I could barely walk down my stairs. So fuck trying to go against gravity and walk up them. And when I got downstairs, and I'm still, no, that's okay. If you're having a problem with the hair, then I want you to remember this, because this is what I had to learn. Now I don't put any chemicals and stuff on my hair. I just use my products, wet it, moisturize it, slick it back. And I don't pull it, do heat or anything on it. What I learned by going through that, because it affected every part of my body, if you're having a problem with the hair and it's not growing, you want to replace the nutrients that feed the hair, but you also want to open the glands and you want to open the kidneys. When the kidneys are out of balance and you don't have the yin and the yang, hey Kiki bless, and the heat is not balanced in the kidneys, you will have a problem with your pussy, your period, and your hair. And the chemistry balance, everything will be out of balance. When you're dealing with Chinese medicine, that is one of the main things that I have been learning. If it's anything out of balance with the glands and the hormones and the hair, it is also an issue with the kidneys. And so that's why y'all women don't need to be letting all these niggas shoot up in y'all, sucking them off, sperm in your mouth, all around in your teeth and shit, sperm all in your vagina. Hey Corey. You really want to know, that man has to be on what you on. And you got to be on what he on. You have to balance those things. So if you're having a problem with your hair, your female organs, your male organs, your glands, just remember that's always temporary. At any time you can fix it. Hey D, right? But remember, you must keep the kidneys healthy. Even for a man in ejaculation, his kidneys are a major function in keeping the prostate and the male sex organs healthy. It's not a part of old age to lose the function of the dick, to lose the function of the prostate and ejaculation. That is not a natural part. They tell you that here because they don't know how to fix it, or they know the diet is so fucked up, they know it's going to happen to you, and then they make money off your misery and your illness. So, okay. I'm going to do, if you all want to hear it, and I'd love your feedback. I decided I wanted to do a reading on R. Kelly for you all that don't know, and I also do private readings. So if you're interested in the tarot from me, or just getting an intuitive reading without the cards, I don't need those. I do those. I have like the mini readings. Okay, well Corey, you can tell me. I won't be upset. If anything I said wrong, since you're a medical professional, then please correct me, because the things I'm saying are intuitive, because I almost died from being so ill with the kidneys and the glands backed up, but also from when I'm learning about Chinese medicines. Crystal, I thought it was because I was mentally stuck in the past and somehow manifesting. No, stress can make the hair shed and slow down in growth, but it is still about the nourishment that you're putting in the body to balance, to make sure your hair gets what it needs, and to tone the blood and to tone the kidneys. So, okay. So, cause you know I'm not like that. If you tell me I'm wrong and you check me respectfully, because you have so much more knowledge than me, I'm not going to argue. I will respectfully go and tighten my shit up, and then you email me if you feel like it at alexysktylorvp@gmail.com. Things that I can study so that I become smarter and I become better. No, I'm a very humble student as well, but I start to intuitively pick these things up because that happened to me. And at that point I had to decide. I remember I started to really see my father when I was so sick that my body I could barely maintain my breath. I started to do a lot of astral projection because my body was so weak. Hey, Lisa. And how are you tonight, sweetheart? And that's when I started seeing and hear my great grandmother who died when I was 10. I started seeing ancestors just come in the house and spend time with me because my body was so weak. And I said, well, it's okay. Are you all getting me ready? Am I going to leave? Because if I am, I'm okay with that. I just need to know in advance so I can let my son and everybody know. And they said, no, we are going to take you to the other side, and we're going to show you that you can move to the other side while you're in a living body, and you can come back when you want. And we're going to show you who you are and what you are. And then you teach the people about the energetic body and how disease begins and then how it ends. Since I'm coming back, I'll be able to tell you how it ends because I'm ending it. It was, yeah, definitely. It's been since 2012. So it's been a 5-year ordeal. I call hell. But I, like the 23rd Psalms, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thou art with me. And I had a lot of conversations with my father, like I said, and other ancestors that I had met that were here. And I said, are you coming to get me? Because I've been in the room with dead people or dying people, and I would see their ancestors come. My grandmother would kind of train me like that before I started to do my show, to see if I was really manifesting this gift or if I was crazy. And she said, I'm not going to tell you what's wrong with the person. They're going to let you in. They know you're my granddaughter. Go to the hospital, sit, tell me what you see, and then come back, get on the phone, tell me you got to go out, use the bathroom or something. Call me and tell me what you're picking up. I'll go to the family and I'll ask the family what's wrong with them, and then I'll compare what you said, and then I'll come and tell you. But my grandmother, even though it's my grandmother, she's like, I'm not going to tell you first. You go visit. They're going to let you in because I told them to let you in. Then you tell me what you saw. Then I'm going to go ask them what it is that's really wrong medically. And then I'm going to compare to what you told me. And then I'm going to call you back and tell you what they said and compare notes. And then my grandmother would call me back and she was like, baby, it's just what you said. I think you need to develop this and you need to learn to help people, because I did it for free. And my grandmother's like the only main one that was like teaching me, and I would go ask strangers, hey, I don't want anything. And I would walk up to white people, black people, Hispanic people of all races, and I'm like, hey, and I told them what I do, like I'm telling you, and I'm like, can I do a free reading on you? Like, I don't want any money, I just want to practice. And they say, sure. And I said, give me a couple of days. I'll meet you at Waffle House for coffee or meet somewhere, and I'm going to read you everything I found. Don't tell me anything. Just give me your name. And I would meet them, and they would be excited because, people like free stuff. And they like readings, and I'd do the reading, and they'd be smiling until I started doing the reading. And then they go, how did you know? How did... I'm like, I don't know. I'm just practicing. Like, are you mad? They're like, no, I'm not mad, but you don't know me, and that's just really fucking creepy. And so I kept doing a lot of them till I got to the point now where I am now, where I do them. So I just did all this work for free because I felt that was a way to get rid of the insecurity and build up my confidence, because there's so many good natural readers and stuff around. So when I was in the illness and I started to see like my great grandmother walk in that I knew at 10, and my father. And I remember him asking me a question. And I was so weak, I slid down. I leaned on the wall and I slid down to the floor. And I just sat on the floor trying to catch my breath. And I think I see my father. And I said, am I going? He said, no. And he said, are you ready? I said, okay. He's like, you know what I've been asking you. Are you ready? I said, okay, I think I'm ready to stop defying you. I just have to get over my fear. And it's just nothing to fear. If you come back and you get well, are you going to do what I ask you to do? I said, yes, Daddy. I'm going to do what you asked me to do. So that was like 2014. like 2013, 2014, and I finally had the courage to, as I started to heal, I said, will you help me get well if I do this for you, Daddy? He said yes. So I noticed as I started to sing, I did the first song in 2015, I started to see myself feel differently, get better. Hey, Rich. So I'm not going to delay this anymore. I just wanted to share some of that with you. I'm going to tell you, I did a mini reading. I didn't do a full reading on Aura because I wasn't sure if you want to hear it from me. Everybody's talking about him. Let me tell you something that's very interesting. This is the first card I pulled for him. Can you see this shit? I got the 10 of Swords. What I did was I took my deck and I shuffled and I asked about R. Kelly, and I just cut up, this is a mini reading, and I cut it into 3 decks. I got this, the Page of Swords. So let me see. So I want you to see them together. Literally the Page of Swords, and hold on, I got the 4 of Pentacles. Now let me tell you about this. This is a motherfucker. Just seeing these 3 cards is some motherfucking shit. Yes, baby, the 10 of Swords, you know that means betrayal, backstabbing. The 10 of Swords is hitting rock bottom. There's something really fucked up going on with R. Kelly right now. He feels, I'm not saying that it is, but he feels. And many times when you do a reading, what's more important is not what it really is, but what you feel that it is. R. Kelly feels like somebody has backstabbed him. Yeah, he know he have money and power, that they have done him wrong, and that he has hit one of the lowest point. He feels very low right now. He's very down. He's very depressed. And then when it's showing the Page of Swords, now you know too, with swords there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of gossip, and this Page of Swords to me with this lined up represents a friend. This is a fake friend, somebody that he trusts, that he think is his friend. They laugh and talk to him, and then they going behind his back, running their motherfucking mouth and setting that ass up. This is also what this showing. The talking while they TT and Kiki with his ass. They setting that motherfucking ass up. Something is finna come out. There's secrets that's getting ready to come out, and it's not from strangers. This is inside of his circle from people that will betray him and that will backstab his motherfucking ass, and he's losing money. This is also showing that right now he has lost a lot of money, and he was set up and sabotaged to lose the money. He feels broke right now. He feels broke in, and he don't really want to fuck with other major celebrities or hang out in public with other major people because he's embarrassed and he feel like he's been made a fool of, and people have done this to him in public that were supposed to be his friends. Now, and then underneath that card is Judgment. Judgment, let me show you, deals with education and learning, but it also deals with things about lessons, new beginnings and learning. So you have to be really careful when judgment comes, because there's new things you do, High Theophilus, and knowledge that means that comes in, but also in his situation it means being checked and being accountable as well when the judgment comes, especially if you have not operated from a place of integrity. Now that was just underneath the page, so I thought it was quite interesting that when I lift the Page of Swords up, I get judgment. So that means judgment is coming for him, and it's also about love and relationships and agreements. And then up underneath there, oh my goodness, let me tell you about the 4 of Pentacles. When you are dealing with the 4 of Pentacles, let me tell you several things going on. You are dealing with the entertainer. When someone is the 4 of Pentacles, they are a singer, they are a performer, they are the center of attention, but they are a selfish, dirty, miserly, penny pinching motherfucker. They stingy, it's not stingy, stingy as hell. They want everything about them. They will take the money and keep it for themselves. They will use others and have people around them where they are constantly penchant. They got money to give, but they weren't born with the money. So when they get that money, they will always present themselves to be something that they're not. And they will want the prestige and the recognition of being on stage, but are very selfish, very narcissistic. And if they are with a woman or have women, it is only someone that is a trophy that helps them, and they treat the woman like an object. They don't treat women like somebody that they're in love with, that they respect and take care of, because this person is very, very selfish, very arrogant, and very egotistical. So they're all about themselves. And then when you put the 10 of Swords beside the 4 of Pentacles, you deal with somebody that is broke. Either if he's not broke at this moment, he's getting ready to lose a lot of money, or at this time he has already lost a great deal of money because of his actions and his selfishness and being abusive and being very egotistical and being the center of the attention, but being stingy and miserly and being a taker, hey cash, and being very abusive. Now, like I said, this is my first time doing a mini reading on a celebrity, because I usually don't want to create, say something about a celebrity or create drama. But in this case, I don't give a fuck about R. Kelly. And this is what, and because he's wrong, and it shows underneath there's going to be quick action, because it just so happens, oh my, the Knight of Wands underneath here. So swift action is getting ready to come against R. Kelly, and he is a lot of things are getting ready to come alight, and he's at ground zero right now. He's getting ready to suffer major losses, and guess what underneath there is coming? Why? Whoa, the Devil and the Lovers. The Devil is coming from R. Kelly, and this is so perfect because you know what? You might not believe me, but I didn't look through this deck. R. Kelly is a dick devil. He's a calm demon. He's a calm freak. And I'm going to tell y'all who, and these two together is catastrophe and trouble. And let me tell y'all something, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but I don't care. You know what, you black bitches, you old black bitches, you ghetto, drinking corn liquor out the paper sack, dirty black bitches, is the reason why R. Kelly has a dick of a fucking devil. And it's the reason I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of these women sit up there and I read the shit they fucking say. Oh, well, he's still, I'm gonna tap in the name of love, and I'm gonna do the Chicago style ass dance and shit. The old bitch is saying is this: I might be an older bitch, but I still got some 12-year-old pussy. Hell, R. Kelly, I'm up here in these concerts and I'm buying these goddamn tickets and I'm singing and dancing and stepping in the name of love while, and this motherfucker here, even though she's an older bitch, R. Kelly ain't thinking about how young and tight they pussy might goddamn be, because he's looking at your damn niece. He looking at that, because he likes toddler pussy. He likes he like elementary school playground nursery rhyme pussy. That's what he like. So while you up there paying them tickets and trying to support him and up there laughing and watching him do them goddamn little girls like that and trying to stop the shit like you should have stopped the shit long time ago, you up there trying to look at him. And R. Kelly don't like nothing old but gold, and believe me, bitch, you ain't shining worth a good goddamn. You up there looking at that motherfucking man and he don't want nothing your goddamn age, because you round his motherfucking age. He don't want that because you don't make him feel live and young. He wants something hot and young. He want a little girl virgin pussy that ain't nobody goddamn had. So while he hitting them like he hit off Aaliyah when they about 7 or 8 goddamn years old, he want to take his big grown man dick, put some grease on it, and stretch and expand they little young girl pussy as wide as it can go and bust it all out. And while he the Pied goddamn Piper playing that goddamn flute, that's what the Pied Piper do. play that goddamn music and lead them children out the village behind their mama back to get round the goddamn corner. So when the Pied Piper take that flute he playing, he take that long flute style ass dick out of his pants, stick it in they little children ass, and then while he juggling up there on that damn keyboard and juggling around on that stage, then he want to teach them how to juggle balls all around in they goddamn little bitty ass little girl jaws and put all kind of nuts all in they motherfucking butt. And y'all older black bitches sat there and tapped y'all damn foot and put on them goddamn motherfucking orthopedic ass stockings and them motherfucking Depend bikini style brief and go in there in that concert and jealous of them young ass goddamn girls and won't defend them and won't help them cause you wanna fuck him your motherfucking self. So you have my cousin as your profile picture. I see, Miss Tyler. Who is your cousin? I don't have your cousin as my profile picture. I have myself and my daddy as my profile picture. I ain't got nobody cousin as my profile picture. And see, let me tell you something. That's why a lot of these girls are having the problems that they having and out here hurt and looking for these grown men to stick dick up in them because they trying to find love on the head of a goddamn dick. They trying to find love in the club and love in R. Kelly. And I'm going to tell y'all, because I'm going to say this one more goddamn thing. I don't care how the fuck you feel about the motherfucking shit and take the goddamn shit. R. Kelly, see, they keep talking about this Illuminati shit. And talking about Illuminati make these people take oath and do shit that they don't want to goddamn do. You know, from what the spirit is telling me, R. Kelly, I am going to say this. Now, he's a dirty, deviant, perverted motherfucker. Because after them older women, and I'm sure he got older women that are conspiring with him and help them control and fuck them young ass girls and fuck their head up and beat their motherfucking ass. After he sit there and pull his dick out of their ass and he done stretch their little asshole wide open and bust all kind of nuts off in their motherfucking ass, then my daddy is Jackie Wilson. Then after he done bust nuts in their ass, then he gets up above them and take a hot piss on them little girls. And I don't care what y'all say. Some grown women had to know that he was doing that to them young ass girls, but they got a love-hate relationship with them young ass girls, and them mothers and fathers was pimping their own fucking daughters out. So can you please put that devil card away? No, David, I got to explain, because R. Kelly is the motherfucking devil. Nah, I can't talk about the devil. At least one thing I like about the devil, they tell me he tricky and all that shit. The devil really is not that motherfucking tricky. But let me tell you something. In many ways, the devil is a teacher. Just like Allegua is the teacher. Many times you ask Allegua for shit and Allegua will let you get your ass beat and get fucked up. But not because he wants to hurt you, but because through the weakness that you go through and through the mistakes you make and the decisions that you make, if it's a fucked up decision, then it's not the devil being negative to you and doing something to you. It's just a weakness that he have made apparent in you. He ain't direct deceive your motherfucking ass. He indirect by making you aware of your own motherfucking weakness that you let him play it on. Now see, I'm gonna tell you now, R. Kelly, I'm gonna get to him. He is a bad motherfucker. He is a bad motherfucker. Now, he is a God. I am not going to diminish that word for good goddamn. He's a bad motherfucker. Yes, Jackie Wilson is my father. Yes, he was down south fucking these bitches all in their ass and mouth in the dirty south. He met my mama down south. That's what it was. He was a master coxman and a master pipe layer. I'm sure he got a lot of children down here. But yeah, that's what my daddy. She met him down south in the ATL, shawty. Okay. I tell you, R. Kelly, from what I'm seeing, R. Kelly have some powerful. Okay, Ian, well, I gotta talk to you about your cousin, cause I love your cousin. R. Kelly got those gifts through his bloodline, and he also got that demon passed to him through his bloodline. Hey, cuz, I got to tell y'all something now. Many times when you are very gifted, you also get those gifts through very powerful spiritual / demonic bloodlines. They are curses on R. Kelly bloodline that also have talent. So when you have that type of talent, because he has a very high talent. Now, Wendy Williams said the other day the motherfucker is goddamn illiterate and can't read and halfway write and can't. He out here making folks suck his dick, but Wendy say he can't do arithmetic. Now, I don't know. So he look at these little girls and dick get hard as Chinese arithmetic, but say the nigga can't count. I don't know, but that's what he told her. So what I'm kind of thinking, this is a ploy. And they said people been knowing he couldn't goddamn count. But I don't feel sorry for R. Kelly, because with all that money, if you gonna fuck a bitch, why don't you fuck a bitch that's a goddamn school teacher? Or fuck a bitch that can goddamn read you, that baby can read, and that hook on goddamn phonics, so she can teach you your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s while you telling her suck on these NUTs and takes one of these. You see what I'm saying? See, that's that. So that's why I don't feel sorry for him, because he has the money, the prestige, the recognition, and people lined up to suck his dick. You ain't know anybody that ain't got no goddamn money and can't help your motherfucking self, because you around here helping yourself to taking a hot piss on these little girls and busting they fucking rectum all the way down over to the white meat. Now, getting back to the devil, see, what I'm seeing is there was sexual deviance in R. Kelly's family. Because when I look at his mother, I get that there's very powerful spiritual gifts he got through the mother, but I'm also seeing a house full of devils. I'm seeing a demons in that man's house. Now, I don't know who he was fucking in the family, but it looked like some incestuous shit was going on that R. Kelly liked it. Not liked. Liked it. R. Kelly, almost said, just like this Baphomet where it got titties on the top and dick on the bottom, I believe that R. Kelly had some male and female abusers in his family line. These were not strangers. These were not people outside of the family. So that demonic, sexually deviant, perverted spell was already in the bloodline and was exposing and moving through the relatives that could come in and out of that household, along with the demonic and Luciferian gift of music. See, when you study, okay, confirm. When you study